Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm going to do another classic rock reaction. This one is called When the Levee Breaks, and it's from the English rock group Led Zeppelin. Let's get it. God damn. Listen to that rhythm. I like it already. Oh man. Love the harmonica, love the rhythm, love the beat. We got that steady thunder going on. Nice long intro. Memphis Mini. How great is John Bonham, man? How is he making the guitar kind of scream and stretch like that? Let me know. I love that sound. Hold up, man. Yo, man. Sorry for the pause. Just real quick here. Yo. Only halfway through. And man, listen. This is one of the coolest jives I've ever heard. This man is quintessential formative blues right here, but spiced elegantly with just a bit more of so much between the drum, the rhythm, the bass line, the vocals, that awesome stuff that Jimmy Page is doing with the guitar. It's like he's making it scream, but it's a controlled scream, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure that there's a technical way to describe that. Let me know. I'm really ignorant with this sort of thing, but yo, man. I'm only halfway through the song. I know this song, of course, man. When my dad hears this version, he's gonna trip. I'm just visualizing his bushy eyebrows just kind of going up. And yo, man, this song is the rhythm, the beat, the pace. I gotta formulate my words. Anyway, I like it. Let's keep going. This is so good. Crying won't do you no good when the levee breaks. Sat on the levee and moaned. John Bonham. God damn. There's that screaming guitar again. That controlled screaming. How the hell does he do that? Listen to that bass line drop. Props to John Paul Jones, man. How perfect are the pipes on Robert Plant? Is there a better rock and roll voice? Oh man. That, if ever there was a masterpiece, this would be that masterpiece. When the Levee Breaks. Led Zeppelin's take. God damn. Yo, man. By now, I shouldn't be so caught off guard, so ill prepared. You know what I mean? I shouldn't be so blown away because this song, When the Levee Breaks, along with the Lemon Song and Achilles' Last Stand, these three songs have been the most requested songs by you guys, the most talked about. It has the most forewarning, not just from my friends who are bashing me upside the head every day to skip and react to these songs, but it's also coming from you guys. And the warning is, yo man, wait until you get to When the Levee Breaks or Achilles' Last Dance or the Lemon Song. That's all I've been hearing over the last month. It's just gonna blow your damn head off. So I was forewarned. I was prepared. And so here I am, my dumb ass sitting here, and I can't even speak properly. Yo, man. You know what it is for me, man? I think what it is for me is that my young 8, 10-year-old brain is still locked in the original sound. I mean, we're going way back to the 1920s, right? The original song was cut in 1927 when the levee broke.
If it keeps on raining, levee's going to break. If it keeps on raining, levee's going to break. And the water gonna come and I have no place to stay. Well, all last night I sat on the levee and moaned. Well, all last night I sat on the levee and moaned, thinking about my baby and my happy home. If it keeps on raining, levee's going to break. If it keeps on raining, levee's going to break. And all these people have no place to stay.
Anyway, you take that bare, basic folk bluesy sound, and then you give me a rendition like this thereafter. That's the state of shock that is really getting me. And as much as I'm tripping out, my dad is gonna really trip when he hears this, man. Lost my train of thought again. Yo, man, yeah, this was masterful. This is, I can understand why you guys were just so on me to do this. Unrelenting to the point where I was like, yo, with every Led Zeppelin reaction, I would guesstimate every third or fourth comment would be a request, a demand to do this, to the point now where I had to literally skip from following chronological order, just with the exception of a few, to kind of skip ahead and do the reaction because of the demand. Analytically, looking at my structure analytically, yeah, it's about probably within the Led Zeppelin reactions in the comment section, every third or fourth comment had to do with When the Levee Breaks, the Lemon Song, or Achilles' Last Stand. Actually, man, yeah, just a quick update on those songs, all right? As I'm shooting this right now, my little tester on the algorithm seems okay, right? And once I finally put all of my editing together and then try to upload, that's usually when it's either going to get a pass or get shot down. So sadly, I actually have to do the reaction, do all of the editing, and then try to upload and then see what happens, you know. But so far, my little tester is working. I would say it's only maybe a 50% chance that I'll actually be able to make it pass. Anyway, I'm only saying that to say that I've done Achilles' Last Stand, and I've shot my reaction to the Lemon song, but sadly, last second, as I'm trying to upload, everything seemed fine, you know, with the test and everything, and then all of a sudden, no warning, whatever, it just got blocked, and I don't understand. But in any case, man, I understand though that Led Zeppelin content is very, very strongly protected. So with the Lemon song, for example, what I might have to do is maybe if you guys can kind of source for me and send me a link maybe to maybe a live version, something that's decent with good sound, because as far as it stands right now, it's just not getting a pass, man. You know, so I've got this great reaction, supposedly, according to my buddies, the best Led Zeppelin reaction I've done thus far, and sadly, it just can't get past the algorithm. Anyway, man, we're talking about this song, When the Levee Breaks, and right away, I just want to get into a little bit of background and history. You know how I do this. Yeah, and first off, shout out to all of you who have recommended this to me. There's no way that I can just basically shout out to one person now, because it's thousands of people who have now requested this since last month. So thanks to everybody who has recommended this, demanded this, and has constantly been on me to do this reaction. Thank you very much. So, man, let's get into a little history here, man. I know a little bit about the song, but not in regards to where Led Zeppelin comes into it. So that's what I'm really interested in getting to know. So I got my Wikipedia song fact info up here, and just a little quick intro of the band, and then get into the song, man. Alright, so Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin were an English rock band formed in London in 1968. The group consisted of guitarist Jimmy Page, singer Robert Plant, bassist and keyboardist John Paul Jones, and drummer John Bonham. The band's heavy guitar-driven sound has led them to be cited as one of the progenitors of heavy metal. Their style drew from a wide variety of influences, including blues, psychedelia, and folk music. Led Zeppelin are widely considered one of the most successful, innovative, and influential rock groups. They are one of the best-selling music artists in the history of audio recording. Sources estimate the group's record sales at 200 to 300 million units worldwide. They were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1995. The museum's biography of the band states that they were as influential during the 1970s as the Beatles were during the 1960s. That blows me away every time I read that part. Okay, history of the song. When the Levee Breaks is a country blues song written and first recorded by Kansas Joe McCoy and Memphis Minnie in 1929. So the Levee broke in 27, so this came out in 29. Okay. The lyrics reflect the experience during the upheaval caused by the Great Mississippi Flood of 1927. When the Levee Breaks was reworked by English rock group Led Zeppelin as the last song on their untitled fourth album. Singer Robert Plant used many of the original lyrics, and the songwriting is credited to Memphis Minnie and the individual members of Led Zeppelin. Many other artists have performed and recorded versions of this song. I gotta look into that. Background on lyrics. When blues musical duo Kansas Joe McCoy and Memphis Minnie wrote When the Levee Breaks, the Great Mississippi Flood of 1927 was still fresh in people's memories. The flooding affected 26,000 square miles of the Mississippi Delta. Hundreds were killed, and hundreds of thousands of residents were forced to evacuate. The event is the subject of several blues songs, including High Water Everywhere, Backwater Blues, and so on. Ethel Douglas, Minnie's sister-in-law, recalled that Minnie was living with her family near Walls, Mississippi, when the levee broke in 1927. The song's lyrics recount the personal toll on a man who lost his home and family. Despite the tragedy, biographers also see it as a statement of rebirth. Reception. Music critic Robert Christgau cited Led Zeppelin's version of When the Levee Breaks as their fourth album's greatest achievement. He argued that because it plays like an authentic blues song and has the grandeur of a symphonic crescendo, their version both transcends and dignifies the quasi-parodic overstatement and oddly cerebral mood of their past blues songs. God damn, man. I'm not gonna read that again. Mick Wall called it a hypnotic blues rock mantra. All music critic Stephen Thomas commented that the song was the only piece on their fourth album on par with Stairway to Heaven. Yo, I agree with that, man. And called it an apocalyptic slice of urban blues, as forceful and frightening as Zeppelin ever got, and its seismic rhythms and layered dynamics illustrate why none of their imitators could ever equal them. That's a mouthful, but I really agree with that. In the Rolling Stone album guide 2004, Greg Kot wrote that the song showed the band's hard rock blues at their most momentous. However, group biographer Keith Shadwick notes the song, quote, suffers from too few ideas added to the ingredients as the minutes tick by, compared with Black Dog and other songs on the first side of the album. Rolling Stone, man. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Alright. Jason Bonham said to Q magazine of his father's contribution to the song, quote, it's the drum intro of the gods. You could play it anywhere and people would know it's John Bonham. I never had the chance to tell Dad how amazing he was. He was just Dad, unquote. Okay. Yeah, so Jason, his dad passed in 1980. So Jason, how old is Jason? I think he's 52. So he would have been like just 9, 10-ish. Yeah, so he didn't really have a good grasp of the magnitude of what his dad was, Yeah, so that's the song fact information, Wikipedia song fact information of the song and the history of the tune in general. Yeah, man, fantastic song. Thank you everybody very much for recommending it. I appreciate it very much. Yet another throwback to my youth and my upbringing, and this song though, this beat, this rhythm, this jam is familiar to me, and it's coming back to me because certain circles that I rub shoulders with in regards to the hip-hop, R&B, specifically rap, there are some rap songs that carry that beat, that signature. So I recognize the beat and the signature. but it's only a quarter of the magnitude of the song. When you put it all together, you've got those four dynamic musicians dropping it properly. This is the masterpiece. I don't give a damn about those rap tunes that I've heard. They can borrow a beat, but it's the fill, the completeness of the song is lacking. So this is the only version that I even care about. Fantastic. It's a masterful work of art, man. And what I'm really intrigued about is to know how that rhythm came into being, how they were inspired to construct the rhythm to accompany the lyrics. How was the rhythm formatted, and how did it come about? Wikipedia doesn't tell you that, and I would really, really like to know how they were inspired to create that rhythm. Was it something in someone's head? Was someone just sitting around one day just playing this continuously? How did it come about? Because this is a masterful rhythm. Besides the history, besides the lyrics of the song, the rhythm of the song is also just as epic, So I would really like to know how it was inspired to come about. Anyway, man, so moving forward with my Led Zeppelin rabbit hole here and the dimensions I'm uncovering, I'm going to carry on. I'm going to go back to where I last left off, and I'm going to get back to the first album, still trying to follow the chronological order of things. By the way, I'm around the latter part of the album where I'm approaching How Many More Times. And How Many More Times, actually, I would say is probably maybe the fourth most requested song, right after the top three. So I'm looking forward to getting into that and seeing where I'm at. Having trouble trying to get I Can't Quit You Baby to pass, so I'm gonna keep working on that. But I'll probably my next reaction, I'll probably be moving on towards How Many More Times, just so you know. Anyway, man, thank you everybody again for recommending this to me. It's giving me a nostalgic buzz. When sometimes you experience like a deja vu and you have a nostalgic warm kind of memory feeling to it. That's what I'm experiencing with this. That's why I'm not speaking very well. But in any case, man, I'm not gonna keep talking, even though I can, and I'm definitely gonna get my butt in gear and try and complete the first album and get into the second one. And I hear my friends screaming in my ear right now. I'm definitely not going to forget to add, I can't remember the name of the damn song, but it's attached to Heartbreaker. They go in tandem, and my friends were like this to me, like, you make damn sure that you do not separate those two songs. So I'm well forewarned before I even get to the second album to make sure that those two songs are married up. Anyway, man, that's it for me. Thanks very much for joining me, and I'll see you in my next reaction. Take care. Peace.